today's lesson includes 5 steps. The first step, what did we talk about last lesson? Who can tell me? What did we talk about last lesson? Relative clauses. Okay, who can tell me what are relative clauses? Who can tell me what are relative clauses? Gulira, no?
We use relative clauses to determine or to describe the thing or place or time.
Thank you for your question. And we should revise our last lesson in order to remember it again. We have prepared a little game for you. Here you will need to fill in the blanks about emojis. We need some volunteers. Please, first volunteer. Go ahead, come to the paper and choose one answer. You should fill in the blank with alternative relative pronoun. Speaker.
Mr. Oyan's prayer bracelet, whose his parents gave him,
Is she right?
is kept in a desk drawer in his room.
You choose whose, am I right?
Yeah.
I think. Read please. Be quick.
Mr. Oyan's prayer bracelet, which his parents gave him, is kept in a desk drawer in his room.
You are absolutely right. Take it easy. And the second volunteer. Good job. Go ahead.
Miss Tadera, whose apartment is in Sunset Park, Brooklyn, talks to the appear like he's a real person.
If I'm not mistaken, you choose whose
apartment?
You are absolutely right. What is it? The source of your class? Small.
This article is about immigrants who live in New York.
You are absolutely right. You are so clever. The first volunteer. How's that?
20th century, which my mother was born. 20th century, when my mother was born, was also famous for the great developments in industry and also medicine.
Okay, can you tell me why have you chosen that?
Because it's
Time.
yes.
The last volunteer. Okay, lie down. Your group is selected.
The ball which his brother gave to him was not very useful.
You are absolutely right. Thank you for your attendance. And the next step.
Can you tell us something about models?
Yes, sure. What do you want to learn?
We must know about everything. Am I right, girls?
Yes.
Don't be hurried. Everything will be done step by step. First of all, we should know what modal verbs are. We are going to talk about with you modal verbs. Our today's topic is modal verbs. Who can tell me what are modal verbs?
Modal verbs are used to show or to express an ability, an obligation, or permission in a sentence.
Yes, you are right. So tell me what types of these words are these words? May, could, might, should, will, shall, can. What types of are these words? Who can tell me?
Advice.
What types of words?
Modal
Modal verbs. You are right. So let me introduce you with modal verbs. Modal verbs are auxiliary verbs just like be, do, have. because they work together with the main verb. As you know, main verb always comes in the bare infinitive form of the word, not gerund or full infinitive form of the word. And the main verb, as I mentioned, after modal verb, we must use bare infinitive form of the verb. As you can see, you should go to the library. We use bare infinitive form of the verb. In addition, they don't use ns for ns. So ns for the third person singular. For example, she can speak 5 languages. We mustn't say that she can speak 5 languages. Okay. However, when talking about modal verbs in general, the casual number modal verbs are how many modal verbs in common? Do you know?
6 or 7.
6 or 7. There are 9 modal verbs in general. Why we need modal verbs? Who can tell me? Why we need modal verbs in our speaking English or writing?
To express
Possibility, ability,
Our permission, our
obligation, possibility, impossibility, certainty, uncertainty.
yes, different kinds of abilities.
As I mentioned, modal verbs are used to add meaning to the main word by expressing in a sentence, as you said, possibility, impossibility, ability, etc. Hope. They all have parts to express something. Next, look at the meaning which modal verbs can express in more detail. You can use modal verbs to express 9 fundamental ideas. Maybe you are thinking that's easy. There are 9 modal verbs and only 9 meanings. Am I right, Sevinch?
No, unfortunately, it's not complicated note. Firstly, 9 modal verbs are broad and each contains several smaller ideas. And secondly, 9 fundamental models have their own, have different meanings. Anyway, we will worry about later. Now, let's look at 9 fundamental meanings of which modal verbs can express. First one, asking permission, expressing possibility or impossibility, expressing certainty or uncertainty, making an advice or an offer, giving a suggestion or request, expressing ability, expressing probability, and each modal verb has at least 2 different meanings, and most have 4 and 3 or 5. As Madina mentioned above, there are 9 basic modal verbs in English. They are can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, and must. Here we have can. Can is one of the most commonly used in English. It can be used to express ability or an opportunity. It can be used to request or offer permission, and also to show possibility or impossibility. Here we have some examples. For example, we can ride a horse. It is ability, and we can stay with my brother when we are in Paris. It's an opportunity. And next, could it is used to express possibility and past ability, as well as to make suggestions and requests. Past form is modal verb can. For example, could I use your computer to email my boss? Here, could can express request, its meaning. For example, could is also used a conditional sentence. We could go on the trip if I didn't have to work this weekend. Here, this we use could conditional sentence, and also will can be used to express and promise of voluntary actions, and also we use will to make predictions. For example, if you look at outside, if the weather is cloudy, you should say, I think it will rain tomorrow. Am I right? And also would is used to express, mostly we use it would in conditional sentence. Also, would is the past form of the modal verb will. If he were an actor, he would be in adventure movies. Here, also conditional sentence. And the next one, must, is commonly used express certainty. It can also use it to make prohibition. For example, in most cases you have seen you mustn't smoke here. And
Okay. Above you have been informed about modal verbs by Madina and Sevinch. I would like to add some information about modal verbs. Okay. May is most used to express possibility, and it can also be used to give or request permission. And although this usage is becoming less common, there are some examples such as Charlie may be at home or perhaps at work, and this is possibility. And second one, Johnny, you may leave the table when you have finished your dinner, and this is give permission. And the third one, may I use your bathroom? This is request permission. The next modal verb is might. Also, might is most used to express possibility, and it is often used in conditional sentence. And English speakers can also use it might to make suggestions or requests, although this is less common in American English. And examples, your purse might be in the living room, and this is possibility. And if I didn't have to work, I might go with you, and this is conditional. And you might visit the botanical gardens during your visit. This is suggestion. And the next one is might I borrow your pen? This is request. The next modal verb is shall. Shall is used to indicate future actions, and it also can be used in sentence I or we, and is often found in suggestion such as shall we go? Shall we go? And also she is also frequently used in promise or voluntary actions. And in formal English, the use of shall is to express future events expressed in inevitability or predestination. And shall is much more commonly here in British than American English. Americans prefers to other forms, although afraid Mr. Smith shall become our director. This is inevitability. The second modal verb is should. Should is most commonly used to make a recommendation or give advice. It can be used to assumption or obligation. Examples: when you go to Berlin, you should visit the palaces in Boston. This is recommendation. And the next one, you should focus more on your family and less on your work. This is advice. And I really should be in the office by 7 o'clock. This is obligation. By now, they should already be right. This is expectation. So I'm going to inform about some semi-modals. There are ought to, have to, had better, be able to, and be supposed to. Ought to is used to give advice or makes a recommendation. Ought to also expresses assumption or expectation, as well as a strong probability with the idea of that something is deserved. Ought not, namely, without to is used to against doing something and doing something. Although Americans prefer the less formal forms such as shouldn't or had better not. And the second part is have to. Have to is used to express certainty and obligation and necessity. And the next one is had better. Had better is most used to make recommendation, and it can be used to express desperate hope as well as warn people. Examples: you had better take your umbrella with you today. This is recommendation. And that bus had better get here soon. This is desperate hope. And the next one: you had better watch the way you talk to me in the future. This is warning. And the next one is to be able to. To be able to has a similar meaning with to can and could in the past. But can is mainly used capability or attitudes acquired with time. But be able to is used be able to refers to temporary abilities and inabilities. And also be able to is used to express ability in all times, and it also substitutes can in all the forms in which it is not possible. Examples: we were not able to open the door, and she has never been able to learn German. The next semi-modal is supposed to. We use supposed to describe that should be done or should have been done, but we are not done or we have not been done. And some examples: I expected my football team to win, but they lost. And they were supposed to win, but they lost.
Can I ask one question to you? So, what did you understand from semi-modals? What are semi-modals? Who can tell me? Semi-modal. Semi-modal. What are semi-modals?
I think semi-modals are used in both much.
I think you are confused. Semi-modals are models that, in combination of modal, auxiliary verb, auxiliary verb and preposition. For example, supposed to, be able to, have to, ought to. There are 6 semi-modals.